ma'akev the other one. So this sounds like it is ma'akev. It sounds like this is what Rabbeinu Tam says is the actual order because of the sequence of the Gevuros and the Chasadim. And Rashi would, of course, be not like that. Would be the original. Okay, so where we got to here now, we're in B'maskale Salka on number Daled. I think, is that where we're at? Let me see. That was the 29th. Today's Rosh Chodesh. Happy Chodesh, Rabbi. So let's go over here. B'maskale Salka. So once again, this concept, maskale. It doesn't maskale, not maskale. Maskale, it's on its balance. It goes up onto that. He's a kadmo b'luchudoi. So the original one by itself. Now all of this is about Yehudim. And do you remember that he said, or did you pick up this idea that he said that the reason, I thought one of the Pirushim said that the reason why we shuckle, go back and forth, up and down, is really Lashon Yichud, because he had said that the penetration of the two Yisodos together is an in and out type of situation. I thought that he said that. I just wanted to say that idea. I have that in mind. So he says, and now as we're going on, he says, Sham, Hi b'maskale asalka. And then everything comes back to be one. What's pshat? He said, so everybody's talking about this. So we had this idea, somebody mentioned that the word ki is really refers to Malchus, or the Shechina. And the Shechina is Tov. Tov would be the Yisod of Zeranpin. That's what I think. Because that's a Lashon Yichud. Oilach B'sod Maskala. It goes into like a balance kind of situation. What does that mean? Shehu Kavem Soy. The Maskala is the middle line because it's the balance line. Hashoikol Mimashvech of the base Oros. A Yomin who's small. Hanal. She's Yachadu Zabazeh. So they make a Yichud together. And there's also the same thing with Yisod, which is called Tov. Which is once again the middle line. In other words, it brings everybody together at one happy family. So he says the first one is by itself. What does that mean? Hashem Yehi, or we went through that in this idea of Chasadim Gevuros. Bifnei Atzman base Oros Yamin is small. So that was the idea. What we actually saw this is that they're independent. That one is the right side, one is the left. There's nothing in the middle. For Chasadim Gevuros now, ki inyan ki adayim lo nisyach lo mekavim soy. So he's talking about the situation before the yichud. And that is the middle line, which is the maskala, he says, is in the middle. Besod maskala, dacher v'nuk. So it's the balance between the dacher and the nuk. Or kitos. And then after that, in the pasuk where it says in the light, ki. So we have again this play on the word ki, to. Azai kula lachad is chazer, then everything comes back to be one. So everything becomes back to one. So the yichud bekavim soy v'oz nikva tov kanal ein sham. So now that was a basic idea from way back when, from the original thought, and now we're going to go into a couple other ones, and let's see what we could do with this one here. Has a note on number Mem Hey. So let's see what goes. Rei od biurim bezeh. So there's other explanations here. He says the first one, bir yakor sham bir lefi darko v'pirusham arishon. Now the area besod his pashtus yisod bebechinas sheish kitzvos is the spread of the yisod. Now let's say the spread of the yisod in the bechina of sheish kitzvos. Gedugmas on Tiferes, similar to Tiferes. So this must say that the Yisod also is a 6, I'm not sure. Shahasifra Tzniutza, Baal Levayar Khan, it comes to explain here, Shayisod hu mida bifnei atzma, it's a mida by itself, kedugmas ha-teferis, which is similar to teferis, in other words, v'zehu b'maska v'salka. That's the meaning of the concept that they go up on a balance scale. So the balance, according to that idea, is that it's also a 6. So it seems like that's what he's saying. V'im kol zechabachu tafel the midas teferis. So since that's the case, it's really what's the right word? Not subsequent. Subsumed. I'll try that. In teferis. V'zechu v'kula l'chad is chazer. That's the idea of that kula l'chad chazer. We're talking about Yisod and teferis v'zal l'sham. Hi maskala salka mida achas min hamidas hamadudos. I like that word, hamadudos. He says that this maskala, it goes up in the mida, which is the midas, the measured midos, shall as a spheros. V'yesh lo liyasod mida la'atzmos yasod as a mida all by itself. Well, okay. V'haida b'maskala, that is the maskala. B'mishgal la'atzmo, so it has its own balance within itself. That's what it sounds like. B'midas yisod, in regards to the midas yisod, is if yar elokim or kitov. Now we're back to that idea in the hainu re'iyah umishgal. This idea of re'iyah umishgal la'atzmo. Apparently, he wants to say that it's an independent sphera by itself. Behind the oimren v'sifra tzniutza kadmo hu etzema or the hainuch teferis. So originally it's the light itself, which the real root of the light is in teferis. Let's look at Mem Dalet here real quickly, this if we can. Let me see if I can get it on the screen. Number Mem Dalet, and it says Ritzon Loma teferis hu etzema or the real light. Let's say. Let me blow my nose. I'm sorry. I'm trying to go get things done. Okay. So he says, let's look at it again. Number Memdalit. He said, Teferis hu etzema, or the real root of the light, the main light is Teferis. So he said, L'umas ha-yisod, if you say it in relationship to Yisod, sheinu rak b'chinas his pashtus kanal. It didn't seem to me that that's what he was saying, but at any rate, but he says it's a midah by itself, it's the midah of his pashtus. So let's go on. Biluchudui. So it was by itself. What does that mean? So he said, Biluchudui, he says, Ne'emer b'tziyuso, Ne'emer b'tziyuso shal teferis b'pasuk. So what is the nature of teferis? He said, Yehi or. So that's the first thing. Yehi or refers to, according to this thinking, teferis. And then it says another pasuk, or ki tov kanal. This refers to Yisod. The or is tov. Tov refers to Yisod. Whereas we see that also it's written as or ki tov. Shemor shuchuch shel Yisod ba'atzma tov, that the Yisod itself is good by itself. Hainu defi shel ha'achar kach misached im ha'teferes besod guf ubris chashvin chad. So I'm thinking like this: if he's saying it like this, that there's a sphera called Yisod, and the way that I'm understanding it, it's like it's independent of teferes. It's not really a part of teferis. It sounds like it's a part by itself. It says misached im teferis besod guf ubris chashvin and chad. This is the concept of the guf and the bris. They're considered to be one. He said v'chad is chazer, and they go back into pure oneness. So it sounds like where we were saying one represented. They all represented teferis. That's what we said before. And one is the right side, one is the left side, and then the maskala is in between them and it joins them. Here he says that it's Yisod and Teferis are separate. So the Chad is Chazer, but they come back to be one. Below Amr L'Chad is Chazer. It doesn't say for one. Belushan Rabim. It doesn't like they come. Like it's plural. Ella Omer Lachad is Chazer. It said, but they come Lachad for one, they go back B'Lashon Yachid, which is singular. So I'm not sure what the difference is. The Heinrich now, so he explains. The Heinrich Teferis who Niska La'olam the Iker. So the Teferis is really the main part. For Yisod Tafel love, a Misalem, a Mistater, a Mitzuyuso, and it's hidden, squared, secret of the way, okay, in its nature, Adkan. That's a little bit off the path of what I would have thought. Let's go look at number Mem Hey. We have a few minutes, so let's see if I can get through it in 5 minutes. He says, Hine bir Yaakov el Sham. So over there it says like this, Kosev the Hine Pirish Acher, he has to begin with another Pirish altogether. Ula Hefech the Kavanas B'maska del Salka. So it's actually the opposite of the concept that we had in Maska del Salka. Hanasha Yisod ain't a Mishkal. So what is it? The Yisod is not a balance. What does that mean? Bifnei Atzma, by itself. Now, what does Mishkal mean? Or a weight? I guess I'm not sure what he means. Bifnei Atzma. Kihu ne'elam bebechinas Yisod, bebechinas Sod, because it's hidden. It's hidden. It's the aspect of Sod. Elacha Yisod, oilacha b'mishkba, echad ima teferes, but the Yisod comes into a position where it's a balance to teferes. The nishkalu yachad, and as a result of that, they wound up being measured together. The nimsa bebas achas, and the nimsa bebas achas, and it happens that there is found this is all at one time. Zalashona after the farish, so he says that's one idea, is that they're somehow again the Yisod and the Antiferes are coming together. Be'asher the farish, Hai b'maskal the salko, so this phrase that Hai b'maskal the salko, Kolomer b'mishkal she'ne'atzel mishkal Antiferes, so this is what? It's the balance scale that brings to itself the mishkal, I guess the weight of Teferes. Kein mamash shakluch Yisod, so the same way that I'm not sure what this is going to. What's it trying to say? It wants to say that there's an equivalence between Teferes and Yisod. Babas achas nimsul, and they're all found at the same time. Now, again, I'm not sure what that means. Ela shecha Yisod hu ne'elam b'so chaguf, but the Yisod is hidden inside of the body. A mispashet min Teferes, and it actually streams out from Teferes atzmo mamash k'teferashno, as we explained. Hanashiyed Sod or Tov, they have this secret like this, the concept of the good light. The Hainu or the Zerua the Tzaddik, that's this or which is planted, I guess, for the Tzaddik, Shenignas, that was originally hidden. So that's the Yisod. The Yisod holds that light, the hidden light. Okay, can you hear me okay? I don't know, my phone is so strange. Here it is, we are on the speaker. Okay, let's finish this up now. So let's go back to the word v'hainu. V'hainu sheyesh sod or tov, good light, what is that? V'hainu or zerua the tzaddik, that's that same light which is planted for the tzaddik, asher nignas, that is hidden. Okapirusha Bezoyer and Parshas Truma, so there's an explanation over there, Simon Yotes. V'chein the word Raz, secret, Hu B'Yisod. V'hainu Osius Yud Sod. So what's the Yud? The Yud, I guess, is the Tipa. It's the Or. I saw another place in the Rishash that the Tipa is the Chavaya de Av. So he says Osius Yud Sod. Raz Vadai, which is a complete, that is, Yud is a secret. Raz Vadai. The Hainu or Pirshu, B'tikunim, as explained over there, Adkan. So that was a quote. Achein Nira ki behemshech chazer bo ha'or yakar b'firish zeh. So the Yor Chacham comes back on this, and he says, Moshe Kasav Sham B'zel Sham after the Farish Ifcha. You can explain it the opposite way. Mamish. Pirish, so he brings the Pirish over there. Lo bir ketzad yisparish chamishas hemshech hasifra d'tznius. He's not able to really explain this. The Pirish or Rishon according to the original Pirish. Now a lot of this I really didn't buy, so I'm not really sure exactly what he said, but we'll try to pick it up as we go further into the Sifra d'tznius. Thank you for learning today.